Hi there. So today, as Provide seminar, we have Jamie from MyPath to come and give us some more information about the platform that he has. Jamie, over to you.
Hello, yeah, thank you for having me on for a provider seminar. Yeah, so my name's Jamie. I'm the managing director of MyPath. We have developed a platform for careers leaders and careers educators, essentially to save you time, to make sure that your resources are as engaging as they can possibly be. So a little bit of background. This started. I was a careers leader in a secondary school in Leicester. When we hit COVID, I felt that there was a need for really engaging resources available for young people. Essentially, it was all a focus on making sure that the resources were developed through the eyes of a teenager rather than through the eye of a teacher. So these resources are designed to enable you to do exactly that. So just share my screen with you. I'll just confirm that that is sharing, Louise.
We can see that. Yep.
Wonderful. So the platform's essentially been built so you have access to all of the MyPath paid products, and you can use them as and when you feel like it. Essentially, it's like a shop, but once you have a login, everything within the shop is free. So if I log in and show you around the platform, you've got a bit of a homepage. Realistically, I want to show you in this short session today the functionality of the site and how it works. If we go into the search resources tab, our resources are broken down into the following sections. So these are assemblies, enterprise days, guess my job sessions, lessons, printable displays, printable worksheets, teacher CPD, and videos for screens. Now, all of our resources are video led, meaning that essentially teachers can press play and the lessons will run themselves. And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. And the reason that we've done that is to make sure, one, that they're engaging, two, that you've got quality assurance across all of your classrooms, and three, to make sure that the standard of lessons is consistent and also the branding and the way that it looks kind of matches up across the school. So when students take part in something to do with careers education, it will always have that same kind of feel and energy behind it. So the first section of the website is assemblies. So there are apprenticeships, how to school link to careers, jobs of the future, post-16 options, and volunteering. We're actually on Monday filming a range of assemblies with Catherine Jennick of What's Your Strength, if you're aware of her. So there'll be more assemblies added to the platform shortly. We've also then got enterprise days. Now, enterprise days are probably our most popular product. They are entire drop-down days, so off timetable days for students to get involved in. They, again, are all video-led, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. The next section is the Guess My Job sessions. So the Guess My Job sessions are essentially around 12 to 15 minutes. They're designed for use in a tutor time or however you see fit. And just to be clear, none of our platform is prescriptive, so you can use any of the resources any way that you see fit. They are essentially an activity for students to take part in to gain lots of information, lots of labour market information in an engaging way. We've then got lessons. So these are hour-long lessons. You can see there's a whole host of different things on there, and I'll make sure at the end of this, I'll show you how you can look at this outside of the video, so you can see what kind of lessons are on there. We've got printable displays. So these are really their benchmark for displays. They're linking different subjects to careers. We've got worksheets. I'm not even going to show you that. That's just a section of the website that was asked for by some of our current subscribers. It's not something that we kind of sell the platform on. We've got teacher CPD. So these are CPD sessions for teachers to access, to learn about how they can kind of contribute to Benchmark 4 and the wider careers provision within school. And then videos for screens. So the videos for screen sections are for your school screens, whether that's in your student reception, your student foyer, your main reception, or videos that you could use on things like parents' evenings or careers fairs, whatever it might be. So essentially the platform, if I just show you an example, if we go into enterprise days and we choose the food challenge, our newest enterprise day as it stands, although there's another one in development that will be added to the platform soon. The food challenge enterprise day, you'll get a bit of information about the thing that you're interested in. You can download individual files. So if you're a Google Slides school, you can use that, or if you want to send it home. If you want certificates, evaluation forms, whatever it might be, you can download it all there. Or the alternative is you can download the bundle zip file, which is everything that you need to deliver that activity. So my Wi-Fi is not particularly fantastic where I am. I'm currently in the back office at the bottom of my garden, but about 15 seconds and you should have a full drop-down enterprise day ready to run. Within the file, then once you open that up, you'll have lots of components of that you can run. So we make all of our resources really self-explanatory to make sure that anybody can pick them up and go. So the first document here is a leader's guide, which tells you literally everything you need to do to prepare for the day. We've broken it down so it's absolutely foolproof, and there's no stress on the run up to delivering one of our days. You've got teachers' guides. So the teachers' guides will literally tell the teachers everything they need to do. We do include all of the in kind of depth scheme of work and lesson plans and things like that. However, they don't need any of that because our resources are video led. The student booklet. So we design all of our resources, as I said at the start of this, all of our resources are designed with teenagers in mind. We also feel that by being an ex-careers leader myself and by working with careers consultants that are careers professionals, we understand the challenges of a school. So we understand that printing out a booklet that's full of coloured pages is likely going to be a no-go. Your reprographics team are probably not going to be very happy with you. So we design everything in black and white, so it's all done very deliberately. We do some very deliberate things. So the font we use is very similar, if not the exact same as the font that Nike use. So we make this teen relevant and make sure it's culturally relevant to the young people that we're targeting. We've then got, I'll show you the slides in a moment. We've then got things like certificates. So you can print off certificates with mail merges, evaluation forms, original YouTube links, just in case you have any technical difficulties on the day. Now, the kind of heart of MyPath and the heart of how this works is through these video-led sessions. So an enterprise day is exactly the same as a lesson. It's just 5 times the length. It's designed to be 5-hour-long lessons, although you can tweak that if your day is slightly differently. Essentially, teachers have to get onto the right slide. So period 1, for the first 15 minutes, they click on play. Hello and welcome to the Food Challenge by MyPath. It will explain exactly what needs to happen. It will talk about the pages, what they should be doing each time. There's counters in there. All of the activities are explained. Now, if you've ever used any of the MyPath free resources, it has a similar feel, as in we use that same kind of glossy, professional looking footage. The difference is that it has a presenter, so there is somebody talking over this and leading the lesson moving forward. There's lots of opportunities for teachers to add that extra bit of kind of sparkle or personality. So we don't discourage that by having a video-led approach, but we also know that it's not always the case that you have a fantastic teacher at the front of the room. So ensuring that the quality is really high in every classroom as a minimum is really important to us. So that's an enterprise day. The lessons, as I said, look very similar to that, but they're just longer. Then we've got the Guess My Job activities. So these are a chance for students to gain access to lots of labour market information whilst trying to guess the job of the volunteer. We wanted to get some real volunteers talking about their actual jobs, but we fully appreciate that if you have a video that starts, hello, my name's Jamie and I'm an accountant, 80% of your kids' heads will hit the desk because they're not interested in being an accountant. So this was kind of flipping it on its head. So essentially volunteers are asked around 9 questions, and those questions are all things to do with labour market information. So it might be, what's the best thing about your job? What's the worst thing about your job? What's the starting salary or potential salary? What are the qualifications needed? Or what are the school subjects that link most to your job? So there's 41 different ones here. We've gone quite diverse deliberately. We've challenged stereotypes. So we have a female vicar in here. We've got a female warehouse manager. Where possible, we try and get them in uniform and things like that so we can really get young people engaged in this. And there's a few different ways that you can run that, all of which are included. We've got printable displays. So this is a new area of the website, hence we've only got 5 subjects in there at the moment. These are infographics. So these are things that you can print immediately that will directly link different careers to your curriculum. This was developed as a number of our subscribers who got in touch and asked for it, essentially. They wanted something that was quick and easy as a starting point for a display for different curriculum areas. There's another 5 subjects to be added to this either over the weekend, this weekend. So by the time you're watching this, you'll probably already have them on there, or within the next week at the absolute latest. So that essentially, eventually, we'll get to a point where all of the subjects are covered here. So you have a Gatsby benchmark for display that you can pull and use immediately for all of your subjects. Teach CPD. So these are about teachers engaging with Gatsby Benchmark 4, and we try to be as creative as possible with this CPD. I personally, as an ex-careers leader, hated getting a CPD that was, have you considered putting a poster on your wall or something like that? It just doesn't have any impact in my opinion. So the things that we talk about in here, an example, so within the maths teacher one, it teaches math teachers how to use ChatGPT to create 10 questions that link Pythagoras to a range of careers. So hopefully they're quite forward thinking in the CPD and how they work. It also links them to free resources such as the Maths Why Bother, English Why Bother, Science Why Bother, what you've got available. At the moment, we've got English CPD, Maths CPD, and Science CPD, but there will be more added on there as well. And then the final section that I mentioned was the videos for screens. So there's loads and loads of different videos. These are 1-minute silent videos that you can use as and where you see fit. Aware we're on a quick thing today, so I'm not able to show you absolutely everything, but just so you know what you can do if you want to take this forward. If you want to go to mypathunlimited.com, there's an overview video there that will kind of give you a really quick 4-minute summary of everything that I've probably just said, but in a much more exciting way. There's also a contact us email at the bottom. If you do want to subscribe, the cost is £550 plus VAT per school per year, and that gives you unlimited access for the entire year to the entire platform. It's everything that's on there now, but also everything that's going to be delivered across the year. If you hit subscribe now on the website, you can sign up directly, you can subscribe directly. All of our subscriptions run for an entire calendar year, so they're not a school year. You're not going to get caught out if you're midway through the year. And that price is also, as it currently stands, is fixed. So that means if you come on board while it's £550 a year, you will always only pay £550 a year. It will never increase. The only exception to that would be if you left the contract after 3 years and then came back at year 5. We would then be charging you a new price. As you can imagine, as this now grows, we've got a team of people, content creators, Jess Pieri that runs the careers people, Catherine Jennick that runs What's Your Strength, some amazing people that I've had the privilege to work with. As this platform grows and develops, the cost will go up. So I think it's something, the price freeze bit is something that's quite valuable to schools as it stands, as you know where your budget will lie. There's contact us on the page if you want it. I'm sure the hub will be able to get things out as well. And yeah, if you want to have a look on the website, please feel free to do so.
Lovely, brilliant. Thank you very much, Jamie. That was a whistle-stop tour. We got a longer version of that the other day, and it's an amazing piece of kit you got going on there, Jamie, as well. Just to remind our careers leaders, for those that haven't come across this site already, and Jamie sort of alluded to earlier, there are some free resources on there as well. So go and have a look at those free resources, and it will give you a really, really good flavour as to what's available on the or the quality that's available on the unlimited version of that. So that's absolutely brilliant.
And
Thank you ever so
that Louise, sorry to interrupt.
much.
That is the free resources are all hosted at mypathcareersuk.com. So the website that I'm showing on screen now. And if you go into 4 schools, all of the free resources fall under that category. So there's a job of the week, a weekly labour market information video. There's the breakdown of the every curriculum area of maths, English, science, and geography made into careers related videos. So there's absolutely tons of stuff. Please use that, and feel free to use that wherever you want, on your website, on your whatever. Feel free, pick it up and go with it. It's all free and available to everyone.
Absolutely excellent, and good luck with the rest of the content that's going on there. We're really excited to perhaps have an update in a year's time as to what new is on there, ready for new academic years to come. Thank you ever so much, and we will leave it there. Thank you.